This is the team we're going to be using today. It's going to be using Sash, Base Form, Teal, Ogerpon on a team with Chi-Yu, Fluttermane, Terrakion, Whimsicott, Entity. This is Regulation F. Regulation F, the brand new format that starts on December 1st. And we're getting into this a little bit early in a tournament. And let's see how our team stacks up here. So going to be Gouging Fire, Gambit. Now, one thing about like my team, you guys have seen me play like a ton of Terrakion over the years, is that this should be honestly like forcing them into a situation where they should be using that Ogerpon. They should be going Ogerpon to try to like stop me from going like beat up combos into my Terrakion. Now, I have no idea like what if they're in the stream, if they're not in the stream. I'm just going to pick my teams, and if people tend to snipe, like, we'll get sniped and we'll deal with it together, right? But the right play to counter this would be something like Indeedee and Fluttermane. You would go Indeedee, Fluttermane, you would go mid-game Terrakion. You could even go with, like, a mid to late-game Ogerpon if you want. I'm wondering if I want to go Chi-Yu here. It's good against a lot of those, but it's not great against Gouging Fire. And Gouging Fire could be an issue. I'm thinking. I think we want to go Chi-Yu and Terrakion here for this one. I think that that's probably what we're looking at here. So let's see. The only thing that I could go differently is Ogerpon, but I don't think I need it. I think this is probably going to be fine. I could also low-key talk about Whimsicott here, having value. Yeah, let's just go for these for game one. This is game one. We're going to see what happens here. I would say only real good people are going to be in this tournament, so we'll see what this looks like. But I like this team. I think Grass Ogerpon is actually like super underrated. It gives the team like a decent amount of speed control. On past versions of this team, I've actually used Iron Bundle in that spot with the booster energy to then be able to get over things and then Icy win them down within range of our like Chi-Yu and our Fluttermane. But like realistically, I don't think I need that much speed. And so I really like the Ogerpon having like Rock Tomb and stuff. So you see, there's that Ogerpon in the first slot that we were talking about. They basically have to do that. Otherwise, they just get absolutely rocked by, they get absolutely like popped and destroyed by like beat up Whimsicott, Terrakion stuff. So I'm trying to think of what we're going to do here. I'm assuming that Rillaboom is going to be coming here because they know we have Indeedee. So we know it's those two Rillaboom. It can't be those two Rillaboom and Flutter. It can't be those two Rillaboom and Gouging Fire. I think the worst case scenario for me is those two plus Flutter Gouging. And then like what item is on that Flutter? Is it Sash Flutter? Is it Booster Gouging? It's really hard to say. I think the standard play for me here is to just follow me if I wanted to, because they're not going to have to follow me since there's a Flutter on the board, and I'm just going to double dip Fairy Tera, pop it, right? I could probably get away with going for a Moonblast here into either of those to try and get a delete button, but I don't want to get Protect baited, so I'm just going to go straight into the damage here. And we're going to guarantee stick damage on something. Now, I wonder if our opponent's going to go Terrastalize with their Ogerpon to get that Spadef boost. If they do, they do. If they don't, it's cool. There's the Spiky Shield. Cool. So let's see. Is this Lando? Is this Scarf Lando? No, Double Protect. Cool. Double Protect's absolutely fine for me. I have no problems with this at all. Double Protecting to kind of see where I'm going is completely fine. They got my Terra out of it. Good stuff for them. I really wonder if they're going to have Rillaboom here and what I need to be able to do about this. I kind of need to keep my Fluttermane because I would love to anticipate, pivot things out, and then save this Indeedee to be able to come back in, but I don't think they're going to let me get away with that. That being said, I'm going to try something here. I'm going to pivot into Chi-Yu. It's going to give me a damage shred on both of their mons, and I'm going to try and delete one of these. Now, I wonder if we're going to see a pivot in the Rilla. I would love to see a pivot in the Rilla and just pop it. Pop it like it's hot. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Let's go. Chi-Yu's on deck. Let's see if they almost have to go with the Terrastalization on their Ogerpon, right? They like almost have to. Because this is going to be Chi-Yu Damage Shred plus Specs plus Modest plus D-Gleam. Oh, that's a lot of damage, man. Good Terrastalization there. I really like that. Now, what's cool about this is that means they can't Terrastalize anything else in their team. So that Rillaboom is not going to be able to go Fire Tear to block my Chi-Yu. That Lando's not going to be able to go Water. And if I critical hit, that's going to go right through that Spadef boost and still get the KO here. So Survey says, where are we dropping? Where are we cooking? Where are we looking? Damage. Amale do damage. Now, what's really cool about this is Indeedee is in the back, so I can just bring in the Indeedee and just pop things off. Ooh, that KOs? Is that a crit? Did you crit me? That's actually a little bit lame that that actually KOs. I did not think that that would. I did not think that I would get killed by Hornleech, but remember, that is Hornleech boosted by the grassy terrain. So unfortunate situation there, but it's not really the end of the world. It's just kind of really bad, right? It's not the end of the world. It's just really bad. I can come into the Entity here. I can also come in with my Terrakion here. If I were to come with Terrakion, what does that really get me? Let's see. We're thinking. Let's go Entity for now. This is a little bit slow, but I like it. Yeah, let's see. This is going to be a close game because they're going to U-turn here probably. I wish I had Helping Hand, sorry, of my Chi-Yu. Yeah, that Ogerpon is just a big threat right now. Yeah, I think Follow Me is okay. And we just soak the damage here. They're going to Cudgel. Yeah, there's a real hard pivot. No U-turn. Okay, let's see what the last one is, if it's Gouging or Flutter. Because it's Gambit. Okay, that's fair. Terrakion can actually win this now, I think. Terrakion has a really good matchup into that. So DP, baby! Oof, great damage. Ivy Cudgel. Let's see if it gets the Oko on my Entity. It actually shouldn't. But let's see if they crit. It's a high crit move. Okay. Alright, so I'm thinking about what they need to do. I'm going to Dark Pulse up in there. I'm going to pivot in the Terrakion. If you actually go for a Spiky Shield of your Ogerpon, and then like a Dark Attack into my Entity to be able to set up for a pin, that'd be really, really good for me. But saving this Entity in the back is going to be really, really nice. Looks like they're not pivoting, which they shouldn't be. I think they're just going for a Spiky Shield and like a Kowtow. They might just go for like a Sword Stance or something too. I don't really care. There's a Spiky Shield, awesome. And you note that I kept that slot honest. I think that's actually really important that we did. But I'm not. I don't think I'm afraid of like a low kick into my Chi-Yu. I'm not that afraid. I think you're going into my Terrakion, which is going to give me a Justified proc. SD. Oh, that works. Yeah, I'm not afraid of this thing. So you could pivot out. Like, there's so many different things that can happen here. I think that I'm fine here, though. DP. Sacred Sword. Let's see what happens. Let's see it. Let's go. Terrakion, my boy. My king. He can't Terra. He can protect. Protect, pivot, Rilla? No, I don't think that's right. He's gonna have to just live with the Ogerpon, I think. That's the situation right here. If your Ogerpon lives this damage, that sucks. But I'm doing my best out here. I am a timid Chi-Yu, not modest. So, yeah, we'll see what this looks like. Still spicy, right? Still spicy game. Maybe goes for a double spiky. Pivots out Ogerpon, gonna fodder the Rilla, and he's probably gonna try and go for a Sucker Punch Oko into my Chi-Yu, which is definitely an option. Let's be real and call it what it is. It's definitely something that can happen. Especially if he crits, where he's like Black Glasses. Oh, he's not going for that. Okay, cool. I'll just take a win. Yeah, we win. Haha. I don't know what you thought was gonna happen, homie. Unless you like got like Sash Gambit, Chopo Gambit, Gambit Gaming. Okay. I was like, what? I was like, I don't know about that one, Chief. Cool. And we are in a great spot. I'm trying to think of the only way that we lose this. You have a Lando. I still think that I'm fine. I know that sounds so weird. Because, like, I should be fine. See, I'm looking at this, right? I'm looking at this, right? I think that I actually Oko Lando with Dark Pulse because of the damage shred. But, like, I could just go for pivot in Entity, protect, and see what they do. I want to see which one of these guys protects, because, like, that's the scary thing in this situation. Also, I can then re-lock into something like an Overheat to guarantee KO their Lando, you know? So let's see. Ivy Cudgel. Cool. That's not going to make contact. But it's going to let me clear the board correctly. I want to see what this Landorus does. It shouldn't be using like Substitute or anything, but I want to see if it's like Earth Power. I want to see if it's Sandsear. Right? Sandsear's a little bit greedy, right? Earth Power. Okay. Okay. Now we don't even know if like we outspeed the Ogerpon with our... Let me think about this. Because we don't know if we outspeed Ogerpon with Terrakion. I think that's another big thing about this. I actually think that... This probably gets me my KO. If Lando protects, I still should be able to hit the Ogerpon. If I outspeed, which I don't know if I do. And if they follow me, Spike Shield, okay, cool. So again, we don't know if Terrakion outspeeds Ogerpon, but Terrakion does outspeed Landorus. Oh, double protect, cool. They're just seeing what we walk into. But now their protects are on cooldown. It sucks that Terrakion took a tick from Spiky Shield, but I don't think it's the end of the world. And they're going to have to go for a Sandsear Storm in this situation. They're going to have to hit both of our targets. If they miss one, we would win. Do you guys think we outspeed that Ogerpon with Terrakion? It's definitely possible. Because, like, I could mix it up and go like that. If I'm confident that Terrakion outspeeds Ogerpon, which I am. If I'm confident enough about it. Follow me? Cool. So I have a chance to flinch Lando here. Works to me, yeah. Probably outspeed. We're not even going to have to tell. Awesome, so that's down. They're going to try and go for the Sandsear win, which, that's their prerogative. They have all the opportunity to do so. Let me get this KO. Hit! Let's go! And he flinchers! Flinchers! Critical hit! Let's go. Flinch it, flinch it. Earth Power, we win. Woo! Alright, I mean, hold on. We gotta hit a Rock Slide, guys. We gotta hit one more Rock Slide. One more. Can we get one more Rock Slide hit? Can I just get a good old-fashioned slide hit? Just one slide hit? I don't think Sacred Sword does it. That was a critical hit Rock Slide. So I gotta hit a Rock Slide. Come on, Terrakion. Do it for me, buddy. For me! Let's go! Terrakion! Pop it up! Rock Slide! Rock Slide, Terrakion! Let's go! Whoo! Sheesh. Dude, this game is so hype. This game is so hype. Wins up, dude! Wins up! Terrakion busted. Yes. Feels Terrakion, man. That was a hard game. They actually played like a lot of that right. It's hard to tell that you're supposed to terrestrialize the Ogerpon because it really slows down my momentum. Landorus is a good bring. Like, they have really good spiky shields. Like, that's just good stuff. All right, and we are first place in the tournament. Yo, this is where you guys drop the sub on the channel, because like we're obviously the best VGC player of all time because we won one game. So we are rank 1 in the tournament. You guys are absolutely amazing, and it just feels good playing like VGC with like Pokemon that I like. You know, there's just something special about it. You know, this is one of my favorite teams, at least for the whole Scarlet and Violet series, and it's just so nice. That's great. A Reg H team with an Urshifu in it. That's fair. That's a cool team. Can I join the tournament? Yeah, if anyone knows the code, go for it. I think against this one, I'm trying to think of what exactly gets me my W here. Whimsicott Ursh is actually really unique. It makes me think that it's Sash Ursh other than Scarfed. That it's probably Scarf on the Basket Legion. It's a very unique one. We're going to see any more TCG sets. Maybe in the future. I think those are good in this matchup. I think this is still usable here, even if it is Urshi Dark. I really like Ogerpon here too. Ogerpon's pretty good into like a lot of those. It's good into like Electabuzz. Good into... I can bring the Ogerpon here. No, that's not right. I mean, Chi-Yu is really, really solid, but so is Ogerpon. I think that these probably get me what I want, because we need to be able to match their Tailwind. I can't really hit the Dango very well, you know? We'll bring Ogerpon eventually, right? Holy moly. Yeah, we'll see what happens here. We'll bring Ogerpon eventually. Let's see where they're going here. Dango. Okay. Unique. Okay. This is fine. I'm not just going to give you this Flutter Mane, man. You gotta go do something else. If you're just going, like, make it rain, Steel Terra, like, pop it off, that's fine. Yup. I mean, there it is right there, right? Holy moly. He woke up and chose violence today. Steel double dip. Oh. This might break my entity, which is absolutely fine, because then I just go Whimsicott, me trade Tailwinds, and I just Heatwave you back and I win. Moonblast. Oh, awesome. So good. No Tailwind. Oh no, my special attack drop. Oh no. Make it rain, make it pain. Oof, that's so much into that Chi-Yu. Alright, so all Chi-Yu has to do is hit one Heat Wave and I do win. It would have been really nice to go for that Dazzle that I went for that turn, but it's completely fine. Surprised to see no Tailwind that turn. You didn't really need to with Entity on the board, but like, surprised to still not see it, you know? We're going to go Fire Terror so we don't get KO'd by like a high roll Moonblast. Alright, here we go. Just got to hit Heat Wave. I think it's my first Heat Wave of Reg F, realistically. Oh, not like this, man. Not like this, man. Let's go. Protect. Okay, so it's not Scarf Dango. Worst case scenario, we're going to see Sash Whims. I'm not really afraid of Sash Whims. That's not Tailwinding, it's Moonblasting. That's why I went Fire Terra. And are we hitting? Survey says. Are you Trick Rooming? Are you Sash TR Whims? I will lose the game. I will shake your hand. There's the Sash. Nice. Yeah, I should have lived this. Yep. Nice. That's exactly what I needed to see out here. Okay, so let's think about what could be the never lucky situations that happen here. Sunny Day would not be wrong to use here over a Moonblast. Like, the only way that that would bite me, I think I will just Moonblast the Whims here instead of the Sunny Day because I want to be able to catch something swapping in and just Heat Wave. There's the Tailwind trade. So as long as we hit this Heat Wave into the Goldango, we win the game. Nice! Let's go! Well, you should win the game, right? And we also are checking against potential focus band. Potential focus band Goldango by doubling up. But we wanted to make sure, just to go for a second Moonblast there, just in case we missed the Heat Wave on the Whims, we could still have taken it out that turn, because that's a Pokemon that's like really scary to deal with. So we're going to be fine. We can still Sunny Day this turn. We can do a bunch of other stuff still. I like that Fire Terror. That defensive Fire Terror, that was really smart that turn. Electabooze. Man, imagine if I had a Sunny Day already up. Urshi Dark. Urshi Dork, huh? Okay. This is actually more damage than like a Sunny Day play. Whoa. He just ate that, huh? That's a lot of damage. Okay. Let's see if you have Poison Jab. Even if you do, I think Flutter still wins, but we'll see. Because that's not like a choice. It doesn't look to be Choice Scarf Urshifu. It would have been faster than my Whimsicott. Could still be Banded or like AV'd or something weird, but it's just Wicked Bowling, that's fine. Yep. Whimsicott kind of bulky. That looks Banded. Yeah. Cool. Doesn't really matter what happens here. like high roll black glasses, but it seemed banded, right? Didn't it seem like it was banded? It seemed like it was banded to me. Because our Whimsicott's full HP. It's full HP investment. Yeah, there's no protects. Cool, take those. Awesome. Just folding them up. Perfect. Okay, we're game. Somebody has to do it, right? Sneasler, huh? Sneasler in P2. I wonder what the item on that Sneasler is. Maybe it's sashed? Hard to say, right? Hard to say. Get the attack boost on the P2 just like I did last time. I wonder what they're gonna have in the back. Okay. Let's see what happens. Dire Claw my Flutter right off the rip, huh? Into a poison, not bad. Speedy Sneasler, so maybe sashed is what I'm thinking. Getting great damage on P2 here. Special attack drop, nice. Get some value there. Drop the Imprison just because I don't like TR. We're not dealing with that today. You can go take that somewhere else. They're making a read going after this, but then I got the good mons in the back. I got the horses in the back. Okay. Yep, you are allowed to take out that Flutter, good sir. Congratulations. First time watching your Twitch? Yo, thank you. Appreciate it. Okay. Yeah, let's see what they have. I think we got some pretty decent shots here. Depends on how they want to play the latter half of this game. Because they can still have some good stuff in the back. Alright, so I'm going to try and KO the P2. I'm going to try and get the Sneasler to 1 to when they hit with the Dire Claw slash like a, I don't know, like a close combat or something. They're going to get ticked up by Rocky Helmet, and then they're going to be their last 2 versus potentially 3 of my mons. We know that they have potential Ground Terra on their P2, because we saw it already. So, like, this is still fine. This should be getting an attack boost off this Terra Blast this turn, because we got the special attack drop off on them with our Moonblast. So, hopefully we get the KO here. Hopefully we get a double KO here. That's what we're really looking for. A double KO would be nice. Heat Wave, a ticket to a better night heat. P2 almost goes down there. Dire Claw, they're going to lose their Sneasler this turn. Nice. Perfect. And they will get to hit with the P2. Maybe they recover. I doubt. But they're probably just going Terra Blast. Yep. Cool. And then you could send out Spooter here. But we'll see how that actually looks in a sec. We'll see what that looks like in just a moment. And I had to go for, like, the... I really think I had to go for the Follow Me there. There's the Hydrabble. Ooh, unique. Huh. I wonder how afraid I am of Hydrabble. That's a hard one. Why would they send Hydrabble out here? They're in chat right now, too. They're trying to get that little extra advantage by hearing what I'm talking about. Isn't that cute? All right, here we go. Let's just block the screen then. Okay. I miss Heat Wave. That's why we still did what we did, by the way. Yep, still take out P2. You can hit a Earth Power into one of these, and I think that, like, it will probably be fine, but, like, we'll see. I don't want the last Pokemon to be Spider back there, but we'll see. I think they would have sent out Spider if they had it. That's what I'm thinking. It's good damage. If we hit that Heat Wave, they would have been so low. I don't think we die here. Nope. But thank you so much for stopping by, Johnny. Appreciate it. King Gambit, there it is. Cool. Yeah. protect Gambit. Nice. Good stuff. I like that. Yeah, thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it. So follow me just to make sure we don't get KO'd by EP. Heatwave, gonna go into the Gambit Protect and hopefully hit the Hydrapple. Come on, hit that Hydrapple for me. We missed again on Hydrapple. Yes, my favorite. I love it when I double miss Heatwave, dude. That's so balanced. So balanced. Give me a sec. All right. I just gotta hit Heatwave, guys. Can I just hit Heatwave? I gotta hit one Heatwave. Can I hit one Heatwave? Right, but here's double protect. I miss another Heatwave! At least I missed on Gambit this time. That's fine. I'm hitting Gambit with a Sacred Sword. So once it's Sash Gambit... Okay. I don't know why I'm so scared of Sash Gambit today. I fought like 3 Gambits and I'm like, if it's Sash, I lose. But like, why would it be? Leaf Storm. He's cooking. Yeah, that's great. Leaf Storm, Giga Drain. They might still get the win. They might still get it. I mean, I've missed so many Heat Waves, guys. Because that Heat Wave would have killed the Gambit and throw my Sacred Sword into the Hydrapple. But hey, it's single target here. Just got to hit a Heat Wave. Come on. 2 for 2? Let's go. Single target, big Heat Waves. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Oof. That's what I'm talking about here. Hydrapple gaming, dude. Hydrapple gaming. But Chiyu gaming. Whew. Entei's dicey, and Whimsicott there is kind of unique. So is the Rilla. That's a pretty unique take, because normally it'd be like Pow Knight. I think that like this is still really good into this, though. I think that those two are still really good. I really like Terrakion into a lot of their team. It really just comes down to like what sort of Ursh that is. That looks like it's Scarf Ursh, right? Which is going to be really hard to deal with, but only if it's in the back. If they lead with it, I'm actually in a really good spot. If you want to open up like Whims Entei, that's probably a lead that would give me a lot of problems, but let's see what they got here.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
All right, let's go. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Yeah, let's see what happens here. Frederico's Whimsicott. So it's brand new Whimsicott tech. I think my lead's really good into this one, actually. Like, really good. So, like, when you lead with the Ursh, it's not as effective. It's not... Doesn't have the same... Doesn't pack the same punch when you lead with it. So I'm probably okay here. If you U-turn, you're still going to take a lot of damage on that Entei coming in. And then you're going to have, like, Tailwind Snarl stuff, but, like, you're going to get your Whims double tapped. Yeah, hard swap there is the right play. It tells me that you're probably not Scarfed. It might be Sashed. This is going to be Entei, right? Rillaboom. Okay, that works for me. You're not the only one that's allowed to swap, you know. Note that I also did not terastallize my Flutter, so I'm not able to be fake outed next turn. Just follow me. How many people? I don't know how many people are playing. I have no idea. This is just a random tournament. Widescreen. That's cool tech. Cool stuff. Cool stuff. Yeah, good damage. Widescreen. Probably like Encore. I wouldn't be surprised with some sort of like other setup set too. Yeah, we'll just pivot. I'm gonna be weird. Nah, you know what? What are you gonna do? I'm here all week, bro. I don't know what you're doing. Let's see it. If you want to wood hammer my Flutter slot, you'll just lose your Rilla here. And then, like, I don't really need... Like go nuts. Yeah, that's absolutely fine. I was going to swap in Whimsicott on that slot. I don't need to. You're probably hitting the Flutter, right? And I wonder if you're banded. Look at that damage. It's so good. Cool. wonder if they pivot out the Rilla here. Because I'm wondering if they have Pow somewhere back there. It looks like they're staying in. I think there's a chance that they lose both of their Pokemon this turn. If the Rillaboom makes one more contact with Rocky Helmet. And then they have to send out the Ursh, which I believe is Sash. I wonder if you're going Tailwind, like, Woodhammer? That's what I'm kind of thinking would be the most optimal play there. Or Tailwind Grassy Glide or something. There's a Tailwind, because you know you might lose the Whims this turn, right? So you're getting that up while you can. Nothing wrong with that. U-turn, awesome. And we live. And we game. And somebody's going to come in quite sad. You come in with Ursh, it's getting a Sash Tap. You come in with Pow, it's getting a Sash Tap. You come in with Entei, that's the perfect mom for the situation. I'm sad. Good boy, sounds like an Entei, right? Yeah, there's Entei. Cool. Let's see if we can take out the Whims here. That'd be really nice. Nice. Ooh, we just did half to an Entei. Is that a crit? Oh, it's dirty, bro. Oh, that's dirty. Okay. So you have Rillaboom, Ursh, and Entei. And a Tailwind up. Oof. I think the right play is actually follow me and hard pivot in Whims here. Because the Entei, it's not Scarf Ursh. She would have U-turned. If I get this wrong, and like I get Aqua Jetted and then Sacred Fired, that's probably bad. But I think there's a good chance you're going to E-speed my Entity. Yep. And then Surging Strike Sweep Block with Whims. Holy moly, I'm good at this game sometimes. Sometimes I'm actually really good at Pokemon. Did you guys know that? I did. Holy moly. Yep. He's just trying to preserve the potential Sash on the Ursh. So like that's a good play for me. And we got info free. Okay.
Yeah, that's right.
Thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Okay, just give me one sec. I'm documenting every single time we catch the people in the chat. Alright, it's fine. Yep, that's fine. You can KO my Flutter here, but then I get to go right into Terrakion. And you're going to be low enough to where like Rock Slide probably gets it, but let's see what happens, you know. Yep. Yep. Oh, that hurts. Surprised that KOs my Flutter, since considering we have a lot of bulk, but it is what it is. Yeah, let's see. Still a shot we lose this one for sure. I could have just taken out the Entei, I guess, because like it's obviously some sort of like AV set. Yeah, it's my fault. I mean, I get really tilted when I can tell people are watching, like that my opponents are watching. Let's see. We need to flinch this Ursh with our Rilla. If we flinch here, we are gaming. If you want to pivot, you're probably gonna, that's a losing way for you. What they don't know is that their Ursh outspeeds my Whims. So they're like trying to Terastallize and play around it and like, get him, I'm doing my best, you know? Ghost Ursh in Reg F? That's not a Reg F set on Sash. That's not normal. That's fine. I don't care. Go nuts, bro. I'm still gotta get the flinch. Oh, I miss. I lose. GG's. GG's? Oh, GG's. GG's. Shake my hand. GG's. Shake my hand. Cool. But yeah, like whenever I see people like in the stream, when I'm playing, like in the game, I get like really tilted. And I think that that's completely I think that that's completely fair, right? You know, we've played 9 games today, and I have 5 screenshots of 5 of our 9 opponents being in chat in the game. Like in the middle of the game, they're either like popping in and they go out and they come back in, and it's just like, what am I supposed to do when that's when that's what's happening, you know? I'm just supposed to play like half open team sheet gameplay, you know? That's a mono dragon team. Holy mono dragon team. Is there any way that Fluttermane doesn't just say you're done? The only way some sort of weird like tailwind earthquake thing. I actually think we open up with like Whimsicott and we just try and roll it. Like I think like something like Whimsicott. I almost want to go Flutter, but I don't want to open up with the Flutter too early. Like Whimsicott Terrakion seems like it's okay because I can just drop a Protect. Go for that, lose a Mon. I'm gonna try these two, and then I'm gonna go Flutter mid game, and then I'm gonna try and close it with Chi-Yu, I think. You know what? Yes. Thinking of what they would Terra into, that would be a problem. It's Steel would be the only thing that could be a problem. I'll see what happens here. Trying to think of what they think that they do here. Which one of these is most likely to have a Terra that would resist Fluttermane? They have to be respectful of beat up. Now, I'm not going to beat up here. I'm going to get my Tailwind up. I think you need Tailwind in this matchup, and I think they know that. I think what I'm going to do is just go straight up for the Tailwind and just stick some good damage into the Arch. I think that's the one that's the least likely to have Protect. I mean, you were in the stream the whole time, though. That's the thing. Like, you can say you weren't here, but, like, I got the screenshots. I'm like, how would you know that that's what we were talking about when you weren't here? How did you know? We stopped talking about it after the game. Ha! Ha ha ha! Ha! Ha 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 ha! Okay, that's good damage. Yep, absolutely take this Terrakion out. Gyro. Ooh, Gyro's sick. Awesome, and now we just go right into Flutter. I think that the Goodra can go or some sort of like weird Terra, like a water Terra. But like, if they go Steel, they're gonna get melted. Okay. No, it's... I don't think the way that you played punished any outside information. Right? But the thing is, though, you say you played it fair. Now, would you say that it's fair to... Like, you played your game fair, but by you being in the chat the whole time, that made me think that you were using outside information. So I played differently. Now, is nerfing my level of play fair? I don't think so. If you want to have a fair fight, you don't make one player tie a hand behind their back, right? You don't do that. That's not what you do. That's not a thing. Now let's see. Let's see if this guy lives a Sacred Sword. He might. Nice, good play. They're gonna be able to pop the Flutter. Yeah, good stuff. I probably should have just Moonblasted the Goodra straight up, but it's okay. The rest of this match is going to be hard as fuck now. So Heat Wave will break Gudra. Heat Wave plus Rock Slide or plus Sacred will be able to probably break whatever dragon they have in the back. If it's Pult, we just go for a Dark Pulse Rock Slide, and we have to hit a Rock Slide into Gudra. If it's Chomp, hopefully it's not Chomp. Alright, it's Pult. Cool. You still got a Rock Slide here in case it's Sash Pult. Just gotta hit your moves into the Gudra. Good protect. Alright, so I still have to hit this. And then they're gonna be able to bring in Chomp. Probably. I'm assuming you bring Chomp here. Chomp's still pretty good into my team, I would say. Just gotta hit a Rock Slide. Come on, Rock Slide. Yeah, let's go. Green Bean. That's Dragonite. Okay. I mean, the right play here is just the right play. You got a Dark Pulse. You got a Rock Slide. That's just what it is. You can E-Speed if you want. You're probably Banded. Green Bean's a good name, yeah. We have Upper Hand. I don't know if, like, Upper Hand's gonna have any value here, but, like, it's cool. If you hit me for, like, if you E-Speed my Chi and do, like, 60%, no, I mean, we're goofing around in this game. Like, I'm honestly not I don't treat mono-type teams in, like, ladder tours like this the same way you would normally treat a regular team. There's E-Speed, it doesn't KO, though. Yeah, that's the thing. So, like, if I'm gonna pop your Pult, right? It is Sash Pult, so we have to hit this Rock Slide. We have to hit this Rock Slide. Yeah, Upper Hand's about to be gaming here. Rock Slide? Yeah. And now, we don't know if they're inner focus or multi-scale, but that looks like multi-scale, right? That looks like multi-scale. So we should be able to win. Gaming. Upper Handies. Crit! Gaming. Yeah, let's go! Dude, Terrakion busted out here. Sheesh, dude. That's funny. Oh, he's not banded. Okay. I mean, he just loses Dark Pulse then. That's funny. That's so funny. Alright. Yeah, we take this all the way to the bank. They know that they need Tailwind this time. I think that's going to be really important. I mean, they had Tailwind last time, but I don't think it really worked out for them the way that they wanted it to. I can probably just lead with, like, these two. This locks out Dango, and it wins me the game if they, like, lead incorrectly. And then I'm going to bring probably Indeedee and Flutter. I like Ogre Pawn here, but I think, like, the Goldango is worth respecting. Cool. Yeah, they have a little bit of redirection. Like, this person seems, like, massively Reg H pilled, but, you know. At least they're using an Urshifu, right? At least they're using Urshifu. So let's see. We didn't see Incin last round, and we didn't see Basquiat Legion last round. So I wonder if they're gonna be busting those out this time. I'm trying to remember what the Ursh spread was. It was the banded. Sorry, it was that's the guy that I think had banded Urshi Dark, I believe. So that's why, like, we're still fine to lead Chi-Yu into this. I think we're still really okay to lead Chi-Yu into this because I think they're banded Urshi Dark. Like, if you just lead like Urshi Dark, I'm about to be popping off here. And the Goldango, I believe, did have Protect, surprisingly. So I'm just going to make a read here. And go for... I mean, I'm faster than them in every situation on Basquiat Legion. So, like, I can just do... that. I don't need to Tailwind. I can double. I don't think the Dango's going to be trying to get get frisky out here. Let's see what happens. This could be a misplay. I should probably just Tailwind on a passive turn, because even if they do stay in and make it rain, then, like, you know, we'll see what happens here. Yeah, we know you're swapping, though. We know it's Urshi Dark. I think it's swapping for, like, 2 things here. 2.5 things. What is this one? Oh, Insyn. Cool. That's a good pivot in there. Let's see what they're doing with the Ogre Pawn. Or sorry, not the Ogre Pawn, the Basket Legion, sorry. Survey says protect. Good protect. Okay. I vibe with that. Yeah, it would have been nice to have a Tailwind up right now, but it's not like I needed it. Man, no, you got me. Yo, you got me. That was, I think you got me. Mammoth Swan's really good. Alright, yeah, we're still fine here. This blocks Fake Out. They can go Terastalize on their Basket Legion to not get KO'd here, but I think that we still have like a really good, you know, pin on that slot. You know, they have to try and not get flinched. They've already shown a couple of their Pokemon. They're really going to be prioritizing getting this Chi-Yu off the board. And I think that we're fine here. But let's see how they want to handle it, you know? They got shots. Am I looking forward to Reg F? Yeah, I like Reg F for the most part. I think Reg F is one of those formats that, like, you have the opportunity to have fun if you want to, you know? Yeah, good play from this guy. Water Terra? Cool. So let's see what they actually get done here. Because this is just going to open up. Oh, no. Dude, I vibe with that, though. I vibe with that. That's a cool set. And then now it's the Insyn parting. That's fair. And then is it Dango coming back in here? Because now your Terra's down. Uh-oh. What about Terra now? Uh-oh. Ursh. There it is. Okay. Now, I still have my Terra. Pretty sure that's Banded Ursh on that side. Bro, I'm literally not doing it. I'm not doing anything else. Like, we're fine. Yeah, like, this is the... What are you gonna do? Pivot and Insyn? Like, I don't care. Hit this entity. Hit the entity, bro. You earned it. This is your entity to hit. My Flutter Mane is going to come out and just rip this board to smithereens. Yep. Great damage there. Potentially AV and Sin. Wicked Blow, lose that potential Sash, even though I think you are banded. Rocky Helmet. Rock. Okay, so I'm trying to think of how we lose this match. It's possible to lose in a couple ways, but like I think that we just do that. I think that gets the KO on the Insyn. The Ursh can go for a KO on either of these, but then like I'm pretty sure I can double tap your Dango. I might not. Like if that Urshifu's not choiced and he can close combat this Chi-Yu, that's bad, right? But I do think that they're pivoting out the Urshifu for a Goldango to mitigate the damage from, you know, something like a Moonblast or a Dazzling Gleam. Like, that's a pretty smart play. Like, you know, I would make that play. Unlock your Ursh to be able to, you know, close combat stuff. Oh, it's Basket Legion? Cool. Like, I don't care about that thing. Goodbye, Incineroar. Goodbye. I say goodbye. So let's see it. TP. Just a little bit of damage in case I need it, right? This is Chi-Yu Damage Shred, Fairy Terra plus Choice Specs, Modest, Full Special Attack Flutter Mane. Dumpied. Dumpied. And I guess it's not AV and Sin, because they did cycle with that parting shot. But it was really bulky, right? So it's probably like heavy HP, Sped Def Citrus. And now their Terra is, you know... Let me think about how I want to play this. Oh, I almost did the wrong thing. That should still KO. We'll let the Whims take the L from the Make It Rain, and then we'll come back and Flutter, and we'll just go Dark Pulse Dazzle. Dazzle will pin the Ursh. Dazzle will do, you know, 30-ish% to Gholdengo. Dark Pulse at -1 will still be able to KO the Dango. So we should be fine here. The only thing that weird that can happen is like Focus Blast a Dango, or like maybe we don't KO the Basket Legion with this, whatever this move is. That'd suck, but I have no other options really. So DP. Nice, we got it. And now the same flowcharts kind of still work. We can still just go Dark Pulse into the Gholdengo, Moonblast into the Ursh, like, we're still good. So let's see what they're going to do here. This shouldn't KO the Dango, but it puts it within range for, like, us to get any KOs or anything else. Like, yeah, see, like, the -1 from that parting shot's going to keep them alive. There's the Make It Rain. They do actually outspeed here. I forgot they do outspeed there. And they're going to come in with close combat, but I just have Wicked Blow. Right? Sorry, I not Wicked Blow. I have Dazzling Gleam to basically get the revenge KO. That sucks. My Whim's really slow. For those guys that don't know, it's a really slow Whims, but we're still gaming. And the Flutter should still be fine. Okay. I swear, if this Dango Quick Claws me here, dude, I'll be so mad if I get Quick Clawed by this freaking Gholdengo. Dude, I would have been so mad. Alright, close game. Oh my gosh, that would have been funny though, right? That would have been actually funny. Cool. So we take those wins. Gholdengo goes down. And pretty fun tournament. I had a good time. I had a good time playing some VGC. I might play some more VGC teams relatively soon. If there's some sort of teams you want to see me feature in future tournament uploads, let me know. You know, we're trying our best to have a good time over here.